What if your kitchen could feel luxurious without a single flashy detail, just pure mood and intention? Today you'll see how a matte black kitchen can become a quiet, powerful sanctuary of calm, inspired by timeless design thinking that puts feeling over show. Walking into this matte black kitchen feels like stepping into a calm, carefully composed sanctuary where soft daylight washes over warm wood and smooth stone, wrapping the space in gentle clarity. The long island feels inviting, almost like a quiet invitation to linger, while the dark cabinetry holds everything in place without shouting. There's a sense of order, but it's easygoing, like a space designed for slow mornings and unhurried conversations around the countertop. Being in this compact U-shaped kitchen feels intimate and grounded, like a cozy corner of the house that's been thoughtfully carved out just for you. Misty daylight spills across the pale travertine countertop, catching the soft grain, while the matte black cabinets feel like a quiet embrace. The low-angle view makes everything feel solid and real, and the single open drawer reveals a hint of warmth, as if the space already knows you and your habits. This long, linear kitchen feels like a slow, steady exhale, where everything unfolds in a gentle rhythm of solids and voids under bright, even light. The matte black cabinets feel substantial yet simple, while the warm wood shelves add a soft, organic touch you can't help but want to reach for. The air feels calm, undisturbed, as if this space was made for quiet mornings and unhurried movement, where every line feels like it's in its right place. Standing inside this corner kitchen feels like being gently held in a cocoon of carefully balanced geometry, where planes of matte black meet at a soft angle and the floating island breaks the line with a reassuring presence. Daylight reaches in from the side, playing along the warm wood countertop and highlighting the subtle texture of the stone behind the cooktop, and the slender legs of the cabinets lift the whole composition so it feels light, yet grounded and intimate. This end-on view of the island makes the kitchen feel both generous and private, like a long, quiet conversation happening in the middle of the room. Soft daylight spills across the thick countertop, tracing the grain and the faint shadows under the cabinets, and the matte black finish feels rich, but understated. The open shelf holds a few carefully chosen objects that feel personal, not staged, and the space feels like it's waiting for you to slip into your routine effortlessly. The symmetrical layout of this matte black kitchen feels balanced and reassuring, like the room was designed to bring a sense of calm to your day. Light filters evenly across the pale stone countertop, softening the edges of the matte black cabinetry, and the single black framed hood feels like a quiet focal point, not a showpiece. The neutral wall and light gray floor keep everything grounded, and the few objects on the island feel lived in, as if this space already knows the rhythm of your mornings. This galley-style kitchen feels like a quiet, rhythmic corridor of material and light, where matte black cabinets and warm wood shelves echo each other down the length of the space. Daylight travels from one end to the other, softening the shadows and highlighting the wood grain and the subtle texture of the stone backsplash. The narrow aisle feels intentional, almost like a procession through a calm, ordered moment, where every reach for a cup or a bowl feels gentle and unhurried. Looking at this kitchen from a slightly oblique angle makes the space feel layered and alive, as if the matte black cabinets and warm wood countertop are softly conversing under the daylight. The light caresses the surfaces, revealing the depth of the matte finish and the quiet warmth of the wood, while the thin stone backsplash glimmers just enough to hold your attention without demanding it. The air feels still and clear, like a room that's been designed for slow, thoughtful movement rather than rushed activity. This L-shaped kitchen with its floating island feels like a gentle division between cooking and living, a space that's both intimate and open. Soft daylight spills across the warm wood countertop, making the island feel like a welcoming heart of the room, while the matte black wall cabinets frame the space with a calm, almost silent presence. The floor's neutral tone ties everything together, and the few objects on the island feel like they belong, not like they're on display, giving the room a lived-in serenity. That tall wall of matte black cabinets feels like a quiet backdrop for a simple, timeless life, where open shelves and warm would invite you to touch and use what's there. Soft daylight floods in from the side window, wrapping the pale stone countertop and the thin backsplash strip in a gentle glow, and the few objects on the shelves feel like they've been placed with care, not for show. The space feels serene, almost protective, like a room that's ready to hold both your quiet moments and your everyday rituals. This long, low composition of matte black cabinets and a warm wood countertop feels like a grounded, almost hug-like presence in the middle of the room. Daylight wraps around the island, highlighting the texture of the matte finish and the subtle grain of the wood, and the thin stone backsplash catches the light in a quiet way. The open shelf and recessed handle add just enough detail to make the space feel alive, not sterile, and the neutral floor grounds everything so the room feels balanced and calm. This compact, sculptural kitchen feels like a quiet monument to simplicity, where matte black cabinetry, warm wood, and a thin stone backsplash come together under soft daylight. The rear perspective emphasizes the mass of the cabinets and the way shadows gather gently around the edges, giving the space a solid, almost reassuring presence. The air feels still and focused, as if this room is designed for thoughtful moments, where every movement feels deliberate, unhurried, and deeply comfortable. This space reminds you that true luxury isn't about being seen. It's about how a room makes you feel when you're in it, grounded, focused, and deeply at ease. Let that idea guide your next design choice, no matter how small.